Today we will learn the history of Russia. It all began that East Slavic people went to Eastern Europe and created in 882 the Kievan Rus. After that the Mughals invaded the Kievan Rus in 1240. And Russia was split in little pieces and they were the puppet of the Mongol Empire. After that in the 1390th Moscow united most of Russia and kicked the ass off the Mongols. 1547 Russia is born and united. In the table expanded Russia direction east to Siberia. In the First Nordic War, where Russia wanted to dominate the East Sea, was bad for Russia, because it was in war with Sweden and Poland. After the war Russia was isolated from the East. In 1689 Peter did Russia thick. He built Sankt-Petersburg and a great port. He built a thick fleet and the army got thick too. He really loved the West and he wanted that people had a long beard. Sankt-Petersburg or a portal to the West to do trade and he did it to the capital of Russia. Russia defeated Sweden in the Great Nordic War and got access to the East Sea. After that war Russia was a big boy in the East. In 1762 Catherine became the Tsar of Russia and she did Russia strong. She could annex Crimea from the Ottoman Empire and she split Poland with Prussia and Austria. And she invited German people to live in Russia. In the Napoleonic Wars Russia could annex Finland, Bessarabia and Poland. 1812 Napoleon invaded Moscow but Russia could Napoleon back to Paris. After the Napoleonic Wars Russia was a great power and annexed a lot of territory in Central Asia. In the Russo-Turkish War 1877-1878 Russia beat the ass off the Ottoman Empire and got huge influence in the Balkans. In the Russian-Japanese War Russia lost to Japan. In World War I Russia fought in the Entente and they got a Red Revolution, where Lenin did Soviet Russia. In the 20s Soviet Russia got strong and invaded Poland in World War II. After World War II Soviet Russia was a world power and so the Cold War began. Soviet Russia lost in the 80s his puppets and USA killed Soviet Russia. After the Cold War Russia lost a lot of his territory and had shitty economy, but later Russia made his economy better and could get Crimea back from Ukraine. Today Russia is a very strong country and has a lot of friends. You really need to visit Russia, because it has a good culture and history is a thing too. The women are hot and good in bed too.